terrible thing, Clarence. Terrible. Aunt Billy couldn't find the money because the envelope with the $8,000 was folded up in the newspaper he gave to old lady Potter. At the same time as Billy started looking for the deposit, Violet came to visit George at the building and lawn.
Hello, Vi.
Suppose you're getting things set back at the house for the party tonight.
You know you're invited. What's wrong?
You see right through me, don't you?
How much do you need?
I hate doing this to you, George, but I won't be asking for any more after this.
You planning on robbing a bank, Vi?
I'm going to Manhattan.
What's in Manhattan?
Why, everything's in Manhattan. A new start, at least.
That's a big step, Vi. What's the matter with starting a new life right here in Bedford Falls?
Well, I'll be. I never thought I'd hear that from you, George Bailey. I thought you hated this place.
I did, but this town has a charm of its own.
Well, you should give tours, maybe.
I'm just thinking of you, Violet. Manhattan's a big place to take on your own.
I've made a decision. There's a midnight train tonight, and I plan to be on it.
It takes a lot of character to leave your hometown and start all over again. Here's some dough.
No, George, don't.
What do you want to do? Hawk your furs and the hats? Want to walk to New York? You know they charge for meals and rent up there just the same as they do in Bedford Falls.
Yeah, sure, but
Make the loan. That's my business. Building and loan. Besides, you'll get a job. Good luck to you.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
Say hello to New York for me.
Merry Christmas, George.
George!
Aunt Billy, what's going on? The bank examiner's coming today, and I really don't have... Yeah, wants the accounts payable. What's the matter with you?
The money! The 8,000!
What, Aunt Billy? What happened to it?
I don't know! I was going to deposit it, and when I got to the bank, I didn't have it.
$8,000, Aunt Billy! The bank examiner's in town, and it's not our money. It belongs to the depositors.
I am so sorry, George. I don't know what happened.
Well, the first place you look is in your coat pocket. I told you to put it there when you left.
Oh, I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
Let's go then. We have to retrace your steps. We'll leave no stone unturned.
And as George and Billy went looking for the deposit, Potter had a meeting with the state bank examiner, a Miss Sadie Vance.
George!
Aunt Billy, what's going on? The bank examiner's coming today, and I really don't have...
Today?
Yeah, wants the accounts payable. What's the matter with you?
The money! The 8,000!
What, Aunt Billy? What happened to it?
I don't know! I was going to deposit it, and when I got to the bank, I didn't have it.
$8,000. Aunt Billy, the bank examiner's in town, and it's not our money. It belongs to the depositors.
I'm so sorry, George. I don't know what happened.
Oh, well, the first place you look is in your coat pocket. I told you to put it there when you left.
Oh, I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
Let's go then. We have to retrace your steps. We'll leave no stone unturned.
And as George and Billy went looking for the deposit, Potter had a meeting with the state bank examiner, a Miss Sadie Vance.
The whole town's turned upside down with the Bailey Boys' homecoming, congressional medal and all.
Yeah, I guess they do things like that.
May I look at the paper?
Go ahead.
This is a deposit from Bailey.
That old fool Billy Bailey gave me that newspaper.
Well, you're going to deposit that for her, right, Potter?
To think she would make such a foolish mistake. Look how much it is.
There's $8,000 here.
What a Christmas present. And she doesn't even know it.
Just a minute here, Potter. I know you've been giving the Baileys a hard time far back as I can remember. Why?
I don't have to give answers to you. You're just a state examiner.
Yes, I am, but I am unimpressed by your buying off everyone in this town. Oh, that's it. You could never buy the Baileys.
What?
You heard what I said. The Baileys have always stood for something you always wanted and are so jealous of. They're honest.
You're fired.
You can't fire me. I'm state appointed. And what's more, I am not going to turn my back. This is stealing from the Baileys. Something like this would certainly cause them to fold.
Yes, and after 25 years, finders keepers. You know that. She gave me the money. It was her own fault. Besides, there's not a court in this county that would find me guilty.
And we all know why.
How's your family, Sadie?
My family?
Oh, I know how little those state positions pay. What would you say to a little, Christmas bonus?
I want no part in this.
That's not what I've heard.
What are you insinuating, Potter?
I will not be turned down.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to pay the Baileys a surprise visit. You'll see the records, they'll be short, you know the rest. At last, the Baileys will be where they belong.
Fine, I'll do my best.
Did you put the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah, maybe.
Aunt Billy, we've got to find that money.
I'm no good to you, George.
Do you have any secret hiding places here in the house?
I've gone over the whole house. Even in the rooms that have been locked ever since I lost your Aunt Laura.
Listen to me. Think.
I can't think anymore, George. It hurts.
Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy. Daddy, did you bring the wreath?
What wreath?
The Merry Christmas wreath for the window.
I left it at the office.
Is it snowing?
Yeah, it just started.
Well, where's your coat and hat?
Left them at the office.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Oh, isn't it wonderful about Harry? We're famous, George. I bet I almost had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother's so excited.
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy. Mommy says we can stay up until midnight and sing Christmas carols.
You sing, Daddy? Better hurry and shave, George. The families will be here soon.
The families? I don't want the families over here.
Excuse me. A hectic day?
Oh, yeah, another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see it.
What's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped. All right, darling, you're excused. Now go upstairs and see what little Zuzu wants, okay?
What's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she got a cold. Caught it coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat.
What is it, a sore throat?
The doctor says it's nothing serious.
Or was the doctor here?
I called him right away.
Is it a temperature?
Just a teensy one.
Gosh, it's this old house. I don't know why we all don't have pneumonia. This drafty old barn. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why do we have to live here in the first place and stay around this measly, crummy old town?
George, What's wrong?
Wrong? Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why did we decide to have all these kids?
Dad, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Up to see Zuzu.
Daddy,
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to give my flower a drink.
Here, give Daddy the flower. I'll give it a drink.
Look, Daddy, some of the petals came off. Paste it.
Yeah, all right. Now I'll just paste this together. There it is, good as new.
Give the flower a drink.
Now, will you do something for me?
What?
Or will you try to get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy. I want to look at my flower.
Oh, but you just go to sleep and then you can dream all about it and it'll be a whole garden.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Telephone!
Telephone!
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Bailey. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. The doctor says she'll be out of bed just in time for Christmas.
Is that Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello, Mrs. Welch? This is George Bailey. Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked?
George!
Is this the sort of thing we pay taxes for? To have teachers like you, silly, stupid, careless people who send our kids home without any clothes on? Oh, that's stupid.
Hello, Mrs. Welch. I want to apologize. Hello? Hello? She hung up.
I'll hang her up.
Who do you think you are?
Wait a minute. Hello? Who is this? Oh, Mr. Welch. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Welch. Gives me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife.
George.
Will you get out and let me handle this? Oh, so you will, huh? Okay, Mr. Welch. Anytime you think you're man enough. Hello? Oh.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
What do you think I am, a dictionary? Janie, have you played that silly, stupid tune yet? You played it over and over again. Now stop it! Stop it!
George! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Mary. Janie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. You go on and practice. Pete, I owe you an apology too. Now, what did you want to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everybody? Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Now go on, play.
No, Daddy. George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you just...
Mary.
Where's Daddy going? Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Yes, Pete. Shall I pray for him? Yes, Jamie. Pray very hard.
Me too.
You too, Tommy. Hello, Aunt Billy.
So, that's it, George. You're short $8,000 in the books, eh?
Oh, please, Miss Potter, I'll pay any sort of interest if you still want the building and loan.
Well, you say it was a lost. Did you notify the police?
No, ma'am, I haven't done that yet. Harry's homecoming tomorrow.
Well, why did you come to me? What about your good friend Sam Wainwright?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
Well, what kind of security would I have, George? What collateral?
I have some life insurance, a $15,000 policy.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
And you want $8,000? You were gonna go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old woman. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? Crawling in here on your hands and knees for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds. You're worth more dead than you are alive. Why don't you go to the riffraff you love so much and ask them for help?
I'll do anything, Miss Potter. Please help me. Please, my wife and kids.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do for you? As a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm calling the state examiner to get a warrant out for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation.
Miss Potter, please, you can't. They'll arrest me. They can't arrest me.
On and on. You can't hide in a little town like this. Merry Christmas, George.
And now, more from our sponsors.
Are you guilty of careless driving because windshield bug spot stalled your vision?
Duck's Toilet Cake gets the squash bugs off quickly, easily, yes, even when the sun has baked them in the glass.
The soap of 100 uses. Found in every bathroom, from sea to shining sea.
It's used by our dear president, and it's used by you and me. Oh, you better wash high.
You better wash low.
Behind your ears, too.
I'm telling you so.
Duck's Toilet Cake is cleaning uptown. Buy a cake of Duck's Toilet Soap today.
Keep it in your car. And now, the dramatic conclusion of
It's a Wonderful Life.
After running out of Potter's office, George ended up at Martini's bar. He's had a couple of drinks, Clarence. He's just sitting there.
Merry Christmas. Glad you come.
How about some of that good spaghetti?
We got everything.
God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
Are you all right, George? Do you want somebody to take you home?
Why you drink so much, my friend? You don't feel good. Please go home, Mr. Bailey.
You say Bailey? Which Bailey?
This gentleman here is George Bailey.
George Bailey, huh? Next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. It isn't enough she slaves teaching her stupid kids how to read and write. You gotta ball her out.
You get out of here, Mr. Welch. You hit my best friend. You get out.
All right.
Bailey, you okay? He don't come in this place no more. I'll get something for your face. It's bleeding.
I'm all right.
Please don't go away, Mr. Bailey. Please don't.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
George is headed to the bridge now, Clarence. Can you see him?
He looks like he's going to jump!
It's time, Clarence.
Excuse me, you there, have you got the time?
My watch is dead.
Thanks, just the same. Help! Help me! I can't swim!
Oh, hold it, mister. I'm coming.
What in the Sam Hill are the two of you doing? This storm's not fit for man or beast. Now, get out of that water. Are you two all right? Do you need a doctor?
No, I'm all right.
No, I'm fine. This underwear, I didn't have time to get anything stylish. My wife gave me this on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
Passed away?
Oh, I see Tom Sawyer's drawing out too.
Who?
My book. I left in such a hurry I brought Tom Sawyer with me. You should read the new book Mark Twain is working on.
How would you happen to fall in?
Oh, I jumped in. I jumped in to save you.
You jumped in to save me.
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide.
It's against the law to commit suicide around here.
Yeah, it's against the law where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven.
What?
I had to act quickly. That's why I jumped in. I knew if I were drowning, you would try to save me. And you see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
Oh, that's very funny.
Your lip's bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got busted in the jaw in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
What are you, a mind reader or something?
Oh, no.
Then who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody? AS2? What's AS2?
Angel, second class.
Hey, I'm getting out of here. You might not need a doctor, but I do.
Cheerio, my good man.
Hey, look here. Why do you want to save me?
'Cause I'm your guardian angel.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000.
Yeah, just things like that. Now, how do you know that?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Well, you look like the kind of angel I get. Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings?
I haven't won them yet. That's why I'm an angel, second class.
Oh, I see.
But you can help me earn them, George, by letting me help you.
You don't happen to have 8,000 bucks on you, do ya?
Oh, no. We don't use money in heaven.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh.
I found it out a little late. I'm worth more dead than I am alive.
Now, look, you mustn't say things like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. My wife, my kids, and my friends.
This isn't gonna be easy.
They'd all be better off if I hadn't been born.
What did you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
George, that's wonderful!
Wonderful?
The idea you just gave me. Well, you've got your wish. You've never been born.
Never been born?
Exactly. No worries, no $8,000 to get, nothing. You simply don't exist.
Hey, wait a minute. That ear of mine. Say something else in that ear.
You don't have a bad ear anymore. Don't you see? You're not the George Bailey you think you are. You're you're a nobody.
Well, that's the doggonest thing.
Your lips stop bleeding too, George.
What do you know about that? What happened? I need a drink. That's what I need. What about you, Angel? Do you want a drink?
Well, I don't know.
Come on. We'll go as soon as our clothes are dry to get a drink.
Our clothes are dry.
Hey, so they are. That's funny. That stove's hotter than I thought. Well, look, let's get dressed and we'll stroll over to Martini's and then, excuse me, I'll stroll, you fly.
I haven't got my wings.
Oh, you haven't got your wings. Yeah, that's right. A couple of drinks and we'll both fly. There's a place to sit down. Sit down. Oh, hello, Nick. Clarence, welcome to the best bar in Bedford Falls.
Bedford Falls? Don't you mean Pottersville?
Pottersville? Hey, where's Martini?
Look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
Okay, alright. Double bourbon. Quick, huh?
Okay. What's yours, bub?
Just thinking of mulled wine.
Huh?
Heavy on the cinnamon and light on the cloves. Off with you, my lad, and lively now.
Look, lady, we serve hard drinks in here for people who want to get drunk, and we don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere.
Now, come on here. Just give her the same as I ordered. She's okay.
2 double bourbon.
What about this place? It's all changed.
All of Bedford Falls has changed. You're having your wish, George. You've never been born. Oh, there'll be lots of things you've never seen before. Oh, good. Somebody's just made it.
What?
Every time you hear a bell ring, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
What did you say?
Look, Clarence, I don't think you better talk about angels around here.
Don't they believe in angels?
Yeah, they believe in them, but...
Well, then why should people be surprised when they see one?
Huh?
Don't mind her, Nick. She just never grew up. How old are you anyway, Clarence?
293. Next May.
That does it. Out you 2 pixies. Go through the window or out the door. Get on, get.
Where's Martini? Will you tell him?
Stop asking about Martini. He ain't here. Well. Look who decided to come out from whatever hole she's been hiding under.
Hey, it's Miss Gower.
Will you buy me a drink, mister? Just one drink, mister.
Binky, throw the rummy out.
You got it.
Oh, no, please.
Hey, Nick, isn't that Miss Gower, the druggist?
That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning some kid. If you know her, you must be a jailbird yourself. Binky, here's 2 more. Get him out.
You got it, boss.
Here, let me help you up. The snow is quite cold.
What's wrong with Miss Gower?
Miss Gower doesn't know you, George. You see, George, you weren't there to stop Gower from putting that poison into that prescription.
What do you mean I wasn't there? What are you, a hypnotist? Why am I seeing all these strange things?
Don't you understand? It's because you were never born.
Then if I wasn't born, then who am I?
You're nobody. You have no identity.
What do you mean, no identity? My name's George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy. What?
Zuzu's petals, my little girl, some petals fell off her flower. I told her I'd fix it and stuck them in my pocket, but they're gone too. Now everything's gone.
But you've been given a great gift, George. The chance to see what the world would be like if you had never been born.
You're crazy. You're crazy as a bedbug, and you're driving me crazy too. Now look, I'm going home to my wife and family. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
You know the drill. Hands behind your back, sister.
Keep your hands off of me. Why don't you arrest someone else for a change?
Hey, officer. Where did the building and loan go?
The building and what?
The building and loan, the Bailey building and loan, it was up there.
They went out of business years ago. Now all that's left is this burlesque house.
Not so fast, Copper. I know Potter.
Hey, Violet. Hey, listen, that's Violet Bick.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
I know this girl.
Who doesn't? Now get out of our way.
Taxi! Hey, Ernie, take me home. I'm going crazy.
Where do you live?
Doggone it, Ernie, don't you start pulling that stuff. You know where I live. 320 Sycamore, now hurry up.
Okay, 320 Sycamore.
Yeah, hurry up. Zuzu's sick.
Okay.
Look here, Ernie. Straighten me out here. I've got some bad liquor or something. Listen to me. You are Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right, isn't it?
You seen my wife?
Seen your wife? I've been to your house 100 times.
Look, bud, what's the idea? I live in a shack in Potter's Field, and my wife and kid ran away 3 years ago. I have never seen you in my life.
Okay, just step on it. Just get me home.
Is this the place?
Of course it's the place.
Well, this house ain't been lived in 20 years.
Mary, I'm home. Pete, Janie, Tommy, Zuzu, where are you?
They're not here, George. You have no children.
Where are they, Clarence? What have you done with them?
All right, put up your hands.
What is this?
No fast moves. Come on out here, both of you.
Bert! Oh, thank heaven you're here, Bert! What's happened to this house? Where's Mary? Where's my kids?
Watch him, Bert.
Come on, come on. I'm going to take you down to the station.
Bert, now listen to me. It's that fellow there. She says she's an angel. She's trying to hypnotize me.
Don't make me use my nightstick.
Bert, I hate to do this, but
Run, George!
Ma Bailey's boarding house.
Well,
Mother.
Mother, what do you want?
Mother, this is George. I thought sure you'd remember me.
George, who? If you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Oh, Mother, please try to understand. Something's happened to me. I don't know what it is, but I need a place to stay. Please let me stay here.
I don't take in strangers.
I'm not a stranger. I know everybody you know. Your sister-in-law, Aunt Billy.
You know her?
Well, sure I do.
When'd you see her last?
Today, over at her house.
That's a lie. She's been in the insane asylum ever since she lost her business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
My own mother didn't even know me.
Strange, isn't it? One man's life touches so many others. And when he isn't around, he leaves a pretty big hole, doesn't he?
Look, I've heard of things like this before. You've got me under some kind of spell. Well, I'm gonna get out of it. I've got to. I know I talked to Billy this afternoon. How can she be in an asylum? I've got to snap out of this. Now, let me think a minute. Oh, Bailey Park.
There is no Bailey Park if you weren't here to build it.
We'll see.
This is Bailey Park. People live here? Pretty grim.
This is where Bailey Park is supposed to be. What's this gravestone doing here, and why is the name Bailey on it?
That wouldn't be yours.
My father's name is on it, but what's this other name? Why is my brother Harry's name on here?
Your brother broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
What do I do now, parents? But what do I do?
It's your life, George.
What happened to Mary, Clarence?
Mary?
My wife, Mary. What happened to her if I was never born?
I'm not supposed to tell you, George.
I don't know how you know the things you do, but please, if you know where she is, just let me see her. That's all I need to make a decision.
Very well, George, but you're not going to like it.
Where is she, Clara?
She's an old maid, George.
Where is she?
She's about to close up the library. There must be some easier way to earn my wings.
Is the library closed?
It's Christmas Eve. We can't stay open all night.
Can I ask you something?
I should really be getting home.
What is there to go home to?
That is none of your business, sir. The library is closed, and maybe you should try coming back the 26th.
Mary, I'm sorry.
How do you know my name?
All I need is a couple of minutes.
I told you the library is closed.
Please, just 2 minutes. That's all I need. I'll do anything.
You sound desperate. I'll help if I can. What is it?
Isn't this town Bedford Falls?
It used to be, but that was some time ago. I wasn't very old when Potter was elected and took the town, along with its name, all for herself.
So, you do know a place called Bedford Falls?
I've seen pictures. It looked like a very nice place, but things have changed, and that's with the times. I have to go.
Mary Hatch, you live on Reed Street, a white Victorian. Your bedroom is at the top of the stairs. You turn to the left. You have an older brother, Marty, and you live with your mother, Edwina.
How do you know all of this? What are you, some crazy man? Stop it! I'm leaving.
Don't you know me, Mary? Just let me touch you.
Get your hands off of me. I'll call a cop.
The house you wished for, don't you remember?
I told you I do not know you. Get away from me.
Don't you know me? You must, Mary. It's George. Don't you know me?
Let me go!
Mary, please don't do this to me. Mary, please help me. Where are our kids?
What?
I need you, Mary. Help me, Mary, please.
Get away from me. Help! Help! Please!
Mary, it's George. Please, Mary, you're my wife. Clarence, where are you? Help me, Clarence. Help me get back. I don't care what happens to me. Only get me back to my wife and kids. Help me, Clarence, please. I want to live again. I want to live again, please. Oh, God. Please let me live again.
George? Is that you, George?
No, you get out of here, Miss Potter. You get out of here.
What in the Sam Hill are you yelling for, George?
Oh, come on. George? George! Miss Potter, do you know me?
Know you?
Miss Potter, I'm alive again!
Hey, your mouth is bleeding.
It is? Hey, my mouth's bleeding! Miss Potter, look at the blood come out of there, would you? Zeus's petals. Zeus's petals. There they are. What do you know about that? Merry Christmas, Miss Potter. Mary, I'm home. Have you seen my wife? Hey, what is this? These people, these reporters. Hey, Merry Christmas, reporters.
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
I know. $8,000, I bet, huh?
George, I've got a little paper here.
I'll bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? Merry Christmas. Hey, where's Mary, you know? Look at this wonderful old drafty house. Isn't it wonderful? Where's Mary?
Merry Christmas, Daddy. Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Eat Janie Tommy. I could eat you up. Where's your mother?
She went looking for you with Aunt Billy.
Daddy!
Zuzu, my little ginger snap. How do you feel?
Fine, Daddy, not a smidge of temperature.
Not a smidge. Hallelujah.
George! Darling!
It's Mommy! Mommy's home!
Mary.
George! Where have you been? Oh, George!
Mary, let me see you. Oh, you're real.
Oh, George.
You have no idea what's happened to me.
You have no idea what's happened either. Now, come on, George, quick. They're on their way.
Who's on their way? The police department, the FBI, the National Guard? I'm alive again, Mary. Listen, I'm alive again, Mary.
Now, come on in here and stand right over here by the tree. And don't move. Don't move. I hear them now, George. It's a miracle. It's a miracle! Come on in, Aunt Billy. Everybody in
Isn't it wonderful? Mary did it, George. Mary did it. She told a few people you were in trouble, and they scattered all over town collecting money. They didn't ask any questions. They just said, if George is in trouble, you can count on me. You never saw anything like it.
What is this, George? Another one on the bank? Here you go. Merry Christmas.
The line forms to the right. Miss Gower, Merry Christmas. Mr. Martini. Right now.
I busted the jukebox too.
Miss Gower.
I made the rounds in my charge accounts.
Violet Bick.
I'm not going to go, George. I changed my mind.
For you, George, I would have a roof over my head. Here you go. $242.
I've been saving this money for a divorce, if I ever get a husband.
Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Just a minute. Quiet, everybody. Quiet, quiet. A telegram from London.
Oh, London?
Miss Gower cables you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance you up $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas. Sam Wainwright.
Hello, George, are you okay?
Oh, Harry!
Mary, looks like I got here too late.
Mary, I got him here from the airport as quickly as I could. The fool flew here all the way in a blizzard.
Harry! How about your banquet in Washington?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it as soon as I got Mary's telegram.
Now, how about some wine?
That's a good idea. A toast. To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
What's this book, George?
Tom Sawyer.
Look, there's an inscription.
George, remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence.
What's that?
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Attaboy, Clarence.
And WBFR Playhouse of the Air's presentation of
It's a Wonderful Life.
The WBFR Playhouse is brought to you this and every week by Bremel Hair Tonic
and Duck's Toilet Cake. Please stay tuned for a program of popular holiday music. This is Ava Moshe.
And I'm London Bermude.
Signing off for WBFR in Dearborn, Michigan, and wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas.
Good night and God bless.
To mind